Hey guys, this is Primeval. We're about to get started with an 8-player free-for-all game here, and we also have Yoruus and Cleftor in TeamSpeak, so if they want to toss out some information and talk instead of type, we'll be able to hear them. We had tried to get this going earlier, another 8-player game, and we had Builder and Yoruus both in the game. Unfortunately, Builder's internet wasn't as stable, and we had some massive lag issues with the 8 players. So here, 2 hours later, we're trying again with a new set of people. So hopefully this all works out. So I haven't actually played, so I'm not really sure how the strategy changes. So we got Songhai again, which is okay. I mean, I do like the triple gold they get from pillaging encampments and cities. That's a nice feature. The war canoe promotion I haven't seen that be too relevant in our games so far, and the mud mosque and the cavalry are alright. They're nothing too exciting. So anyways, we do have our TeamSpeak room up, and we've already invited the other players to join it. Hopefully a few more will join it. I think it'll be more interesting if there's the occasional audio interjection from the other players. Okay, so we're in game. Well, KDGD has England, but apart from that, there aren't any tremendously overpowered civilizations here. France is nice, of course. Definitely a lot of nice civilizations, but none that are absurdly overpowered. So we already have a river hill start, so we'll settle here. I don't particularly like coastal capitals, since a navy can sneak up on them pretty quickly, but I don't really want to move either. Let's get to work. So let's go grab animal husbandry here, since we are quite possibly going to have horses. Hey Yoruus, did we have runes on or off?
Runes are off, I think. And hi guys, this is Yoruus speaking. Hi Prime.
Thanks for the intro, Yoruus. So if runes are off, we will go monument first, and we'll also set ourselves up for the old production focus trick. Okay. With runes off, we'll be more concerned with scouting directly around our capital then.
And I'm India. That's cool.
Excuse me. Okay, so there's Prague. Pledge to protect. So there was a question on my last video as to why you go and pledge to protect city-states so early. And so the reason for that is the sooner you pledge to protect, the sooner your influence rises to the pledge to protect resting point of 10 influence. And then if you go and fulfill a city-state quest, you can be allies instead of friends because of that extra influence bump. And there's no drawback in multiplayer, since pledging to protect doesn't give you a negative diplomatic modifier with the other human players. Okay, so do a bit of scouting with this warrior. We just met Cleftor. Hey Cleftor.
Hello.
And that must mean we're relatively close by, since our warriors met each other on turn 5. And I don't need to scout in his direction. I do want to see what's to the north of my capital here. Let's get the scout up. Maybe the scout will cover that area. And we'll keep on growing here. Okay, let's go hop on this hill. Choose research. We could go for pottery here, and I think we will. Although trapping would be good for the ivory. Okay, so I don't think I've played with Anthril or Cleftor before, but they both joined our TeamSpeak server, so I'm just trying to make sure that works. And although the program is called TeamSpeak, we are not on a team, and we won't work together unless the situation arises where that is in our in our mutual best interest, as it would if we weren't in TeamSpeak together and just typing in the chat. So we can go and adopt a policy here. We're going to go Liberty since it looks like we have a lot of space. And our capital isn't the most exciting. It's got a few hills, not a lot of food until we expand to the wheat. Looks like we might be in a corner here. That would be nice. It's also possible that there's another player right to the north, and we are not in a corner at all. Okay, so that's done. Let's get started on, well, maybe another scout is what we want. Since we are on an 8-player map, that means there's a lot more land to scout and a lot more people to meet.
So, how's your start, Prime?
Not fantastic. Don't have a lot of food and not very many hills either. I did start on a hill beside a river, so that was nice, but it's not very exciting and it's not very good. Okay, sending out the scout. We definitely
I had to move for 2 turns to actually get a hill.
Will it be worth it?
Well, if I move 2 turns into the north, that would be much more worth it. But I will not spoil it for you now, guys. You shall have to come in here and see what I actually missed.
Okay, walking around. There's a mountain to the back here, and we have tundra, which means it's probably the top of the map, and it's less likely that someone else has spawned up here. So we could have this whole back area to ourselves. There's pottery done. Let's go and grab... Well, I don't think we're going to get writing, or we're not going to be able to get the Great Library. So let's not go for writing just now, we'll get mining online. And we just met a Dutch scout from Lucky Strike. Okay, choose production. Let's get to work on that granary for now. I think we'll wait until we get the settler production bonus until we start pumping out settlers, since I don't have something I want to rush for. Perhaps when our scout reaches down here, we can see if there is something that we think is worth rushing for. We'll definitely want to swing by Prague again to see if we can pick up a worker. Okay, so we can adopt a policy here. Let's get over towards the free settler. And Gao has grown. Yeah, that's fine. we might want to buy the wheat. We definitely will if we haven't expanded to the wheat by the time we get the granary up. Okay, so we are in a little corner here. We'll have space to expand. If we don't want to expand aggressively towards our neighbors, we can expand to the back there. Okay, so Prague has a worker we can steal here. Good timing for us. Okay, we're trespassing in Prague. We just got mining online. Let's go and, well, let's head up towards the wheel, or we could grab trapping to get that ivory improved. And since there are no runes to check for up there, I think we've scouted enough in that direction. Okay, so we can go and meet this city-state, although the Dutch probably met it first. La Venta, pledge to protect. Now we got 8 faith off of them, so maybe we were the first to meet them after all. And may as well see a little more of what's happening in the water. So settling cities down here, there's not really much that would justify having a city down here. Plus 1, 2, 3. It is sort of rammed in with city-states here. Okay, Leventa's off in the corner. We'll go scout forward for where we want to drop a city, maybe on this hill by the river. It's on the wrong side of the river for defensive purposes, but the hill itself gives, of course, a nice combat strength boost. Okay, so up next, let's go and build a quick shrine and get started on the ivory camp. Oh, we're still 4 turns away from trapping, so I guess we'll actually go and start on a farm. Now, if we could go and drop by the gems, by the mountain, it looks like Prague is blocking off the mountain, and Prague will soon expand to grab the gems. So what we might actually do is...
Hello?
Hello. Is...
Yeah, this is April. Found it out. Do you recognize my accent?
Nope, not really.
London accent.
Ah, I see.
So what we'll be able to do, since we do get the bonus for pillaging, perhaps we'll take over these city-states in due course. Alright. 2 turns until we have trapping, and...
Yo la averiguado, ¿sabes? Sí.
And Cleftor's warrior here is wandering a little close to our worker. Hey Cleftor, what's that warrior up to? I hope you don't have any unsavory plans for my worker.
No, no, of course not. Just looking around.
One happy family. Though I got France here, so that doesn't seem good.
Primeval, when you first you killed my scout and then you took my worker.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, I don't
yeah,
remember
and you
that.
actually deleted that worker, so you can take yourself.
Well, we've got to keep an eye on this Celtic warrior then, in case he wants
But I did kill
revenge.
your ass later on, so...
I seem to have no close neighbors this time. Prim.
So, with that done, let's work on the warrior. Sorry, what was that?
Prime. Have no neighbors like yesterday.
Yeah, I think we're a little close to the Celts, but not that close. Right, Cleftor?
Yeah, there's some space.
We can be friends.
Maybe.
Whereas we're not friends with this barbarian. So move forward a little to get a flanking bonus. Boom. Okay.
I have no city states at all around me.
We'll go up towards... Well, resource-wise, I guess we would want calendar. Let's grab the calendar and finish that farm. Okay.
Okay, so you press a button when you're gonna speak.
That's right. Please set yourself to that so we don't hear all of your random noises.
Okay, okay.
Let's grab increased visibility and kill that guy off. Run forward here, fortify. Okay, Gao has grown again. Got a promotion we can take here. If we do want a fully healed escort, we should probably take the instant heal and wander on out there. Okay, there's cotton back here. I'm just gonna go and mute Anthril until he figures out his push-to-talk functionality, and we'll get to work on this camp. Okay, so there's a warrior done. We can work on our settler now that we reset tiles. 5 turns. If we bought this hill, can we bring that down to 4 turns? Doesn't look that way. Oh yeah, 4 turns, excellent. However, we will need to remember to switch over, otherwise we'll starve once we finish training the settler. So when you are training a settler,
Hello.
your food counts for nothing. Who are you saying hello to there? Okay, here is...
To Atril, yes?
here are Lucky Strike's lands. The Dutch are about as close to us as
The Persian Emperor.
as the Celts are.
I have so many barbarians here. Come on, just lost a scout.
So being so close to Lucky
And I
Strike
just lost a
means that we
warrior. Damn it.
probably won't be able to claim the cotton
This
here.
is not looking cool.
Amsterdam is looking pretty nice. It doesn't appear to be next to a mountain. Someone's gone and built the Great Library. And we'll probably go and take this hill then. It is in range of some nice horses eventually.
Well, I'm not happy with the way this is going.
Sounds like Yoruus is having a rough spell of luck there. Okay, so we can definitely expand back here. There's firs and a mountain. We would, although there won't be a lot of food. There's the deer, but with all the tundra, that's not really fantastic. I probably want an observatory, but moving beside the mountain moves us away from some nicer tiles. Okay, you are no longer muted, Anthro. Let's go take that hill then. No luxuries, but there are horses. They've got the river, and this lake could act as a bit of a defensive choke for us. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Although settling on that hill will block off a bunch of other nice hills. And that distance is pretty far. 1, 2, 3. We could settle here instead. And then, I guess we'll settle here, although it is fairly close to the Celts. Okay. That warrior, or that brute, shouldn't be able to kill us. And yeah, we can go and settle this city here. Choose research. Bit of lag.
Well, that's great. I'm blocked by sea and already by 2 saves and not praised the ground with liberty.
And we'll go and grab ourselves a granary here. Okay. So I won't expand towards Cleftor anymore. It'd be nice to have another city spaced in somewhere over here. These are going to be some expensive trade routes. Okay, we got the ivory online. Let's get to work on the dyes. And yeah, we could go work on a circus. Oh, but we're starving here, so I definitely want to go and reset that. Okay, so there are some dyes down here. The Celts might have mountains, which I am jealous of. This mountain is blocked off by the distance from Prague, unless we settle right here. Which wouldn't be bad, it would get us the cotton. However, it would definitely be a provocation for Amsterdam. And it's not really that good of a choke. There is just the one tile here, but it'd be out of range, city strike range, if we settled beside the mountain. Okay, so as for a Pantheon, I'm not sure what I want to found. We've got a couple camps, so we can get the food from camps, especially since we have all of those elephant tiles. Yeah, let's go food from camps then. And let's get that plantation going. Okay, do I want to go and settle a city right here? That'll probably be a lot of trouble for me later. But my settler is already moving in that direction. And it is a unique luxury, the cotton. Okay, never mind. The Dutch beat us to it. We could settle right here just to lock off this area. It's not a hill, and it has no unique luxuries either. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the Celts have this mountain range protecting them from the south. I think we will have to settle a non-hill city then, probably right here. It does have the sheep and the wheat. Spacing wise, it's 3 from Timbuktu and 3 from Prague. Yeah, since our settlers are already wandering in this direction, that's what I'm going to go for. Got a bit of lag. We just met Milan. We can go and pledge to protect them. And what's this here? We've also met Sweden, so the Celts are sort of squished in the middle here. We're very lucky to have a corner with a fair amount of space all to ourselves. Now I am going to need more workers. So after we found the city, we should probably go and send someone around to have a look at Prague, maybe steal another worker there. Demographics wise, we are currently number 1 on soldiers. Milan doesn't fear us, however. Okay, so let's get into position for founding that city. Go and meet the Swedes. They have a natural wonder there. Lucky them. Okay, Timbuktu has grown. We should have set ourselves to production focus for the old production focus trick, but in this case it wouldn't have made a difference. And let's go up towards masonry, since I think we could definitely use some workers. Building the pyramids is an option there. Oh yes, and I did say I wanted to buy the wheat tile. Okay. Let's go found this city. Flanking bonus. Sigtuna. So the Ivan the Only, Ivan I only has the Uluru.
Well, France just got Mount Kailash, so
Let's,
at least you will be able to get it.
And they are both my neighbors. They're the one enclosing me. And I just...
So I'm not sure if we should buy the wheat here. It's likely that Ginny will be the site of a little conflict, in which case more tiles means just more tiles for the enemy to step on and or pillage. But I am tempted to buy this other wheat. It'll definitely help our city grow here. It'll be pretty expensive to buy our way over there. That probably wasn't worth it. Let's take rough terrain, fortify, wander over to Prague, steal a worker next turn. Okay. production focus. Lock down the wheat. Growth in 4 turns. Just so you know. So that was me just telling Cleftor that I am not planning to do any early aggression on him, since I do have Lucky Strike to the south. And here we have a warrior, barbarian brute, that's stopping me from stealing that worker. Lucky Swedes, they have some marble to the north. However, we don't have too much in the way of unique luxuries. So Prague managed to take down that brute all on their own. They also don't fear our military. Stockholm. Get that rolling, and I guess that's fine. Fortify. We have a deal here. Let's modify that. Since I only have the 1 die, I'd rather swap the ivory. Let's see if he's amenable to that. Excellent. So Prague is actually protecting its worker here. And it looks like the Swedes are working on Stonehenge. This settler will settle back here. I'm not entirely sure where yet. I'll probably will take the river 1, 2, 3. Could get rid of this forest. Could settle on the sheep tile. Or next to the mountain. The mountain isn't looking so great. This hill, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm out of range of the last deer, but I'm still in range of these deer. Okay, the settler's done. Pyramids in 14 turns. Let's just go and build a library. Okay, so demographics-wise, we're second, but Prague doesn't fear us at the moment. Maybe now. Nope, still not. I guess they're still upset for the last time we demanded tribute and declared war. Okay, 2 cities grew. Go lock down the food, and we'll start on a monument. Stonehenge is built in a faraway land, so the Swedes missed out on that. It's too bad for them. Sigtuna's already at 3 pop. That's pretty nice. Our capital's a little larger than the Swedish capital. And let's have a little more gold and food trickling in. Okay. So here, Prague is still angry. And do I want to settle on this hill? It does put me in range of another deer, and that matches up well with my pantheon, so we'll forget about the sheep, and we'll settle right on that hill there. We can build the watermill. Although settling on this hill puts us in range of that deer as well. We would miss it on the watermill, but the lake would still let us build a garden. So with our Pantheon, this tile would give us 3 food and a hammer, which is not bad. Adopt policy, let's grab that free worker. Maybe I will give up the watermill then and shift over 1 more. Does mean not getting the ivory as soon, but it is an extra camp. Well, the tiles that I can work... Well, let's think about that. We'll do all of our other moves first. Let's go and get a farm up. Got... where...
Well, France went a bit wide, to be honest. His second city is like 8 tiles from his capital.
Okay, so I think I'll actually drop here. I'll forget about the deer.
And hello, Cleftor. Welcome.
Yeah, so that city 8 tiles away from his capital, that's the one he's put straight next to mine.
Wow, so he will have hard time to defend it. I like it because I border him in south.
Alright, up next, we might want construction, or horseback riding, although we don't have any horses yet.
Tell me where the
let's
wonders
push us
are.
up
I need
towards
the happiness.
mathematics.
I only found 3.
Okay, time to steal another worker.
I only have 2 luxuries, no 3.
Oh my goodness, and he planted a city exactly where I thought he will. So he will have trouble with me now.
So France likes to expand rapidly because of their unique ability, and it sounds like
That's really nice to hear.
they have a lot of neighbors. So expanding quite so aggressively might not work out well for him. Now, strangely, we do have the strongest army at the moment. Okay, let's get our worker out of here. Fortify. And continuing to explore a few more sweeter cities and another city-state. Finished our library. Let's pump out an archer. Well, let's get the watermill online first. And okay, excellent.
By the way, you remember to say when you finish a part of the video, Prime?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, now would be a good time to break the video up. So I'm ending part 1 now and about to start part 2.
Okay.